right, let's. I think we're almost there. I feel like maybe. Oh wait. Oh, I saw this once. There was. It went underneath the ground and then went somewhere else. So I think it goes over this way. Up this way, maybe, possibly. Oh, there we go. Yeah, found it. Okay. And then underneath again. Is this the one I haven't solved? Oh, okay. Oh, so here's one where actually we have to look at the shadows. So this is kind of the opposite. So the other one was we have to do the shadows, and then this one, or we had to avoid the shadows. This one is we have to do the shadows. So much for time. I do not watch Rick and Morty. I do not. Those are the ones we've solved. Okay, there we go. So we want to start here and roughly follow the branch. Yes, good. And we want to solve this guy. Very, very roughly follow the branch. Very roughly. Exit is up there. So we want to go like this. I guess like that. Awesome. What's next? Very roughly follow the branch. Oh, and there's a break. Is that going to be okay? Let's find out. No. Okay. Plan B. And then for everybody joining, no... I'm trying to avoid too much or maybe any help at times from chat. There's a weird floaty thing on this. That's weird. It's like a leaf that's like on a branch, but there's no branch on the over there on the left. This isn't the answer. Okay, so let's ponder this. So this tree. Oh, this is what I'm looking at, I guess. Right? Yes. And so the branch. It's not really a broken branch exactly. Yeah, so it skips through there. Interesting. Okay, if I... No, I was just thinking, wondering if I change my angle at all. But I guess it's just for the shadows. So those aren't actually connected there. Interesting. Maybe it's not the right time. No, yeah, that's a possibility. And this, as far as I can tell, the day is always the same. Yeah, so they aren't really technically connected. That's interesting. So let's go like, oh, okay. So, are they connected at that point? I guess, I mean, no, but somehow that's the answer. Alright, so I opened up the gate. Where'd the gate go? What opened up? Is that thing down there? Maybe? Possibly? Was that this gate that just opened up? I think so. Okay, so what's down here? So we've now progressed to down here. Oh, here's this thing that I tried to take a boat to before, and I couldn't. But this stuff is not on yet. Oh, there's actually a puzzle here. How do I get up to you? I guess I can solve it from here. So this one comes with... So I understand probably how these rules work. But this is a new type of thing that I haven't seen before. But I need to make... So the rules for these are... This needs... Well, how does that even work? Because the rule is this would need to be within a 4x... like a tall 4x1. I don't even know how you would do that. It's possible that you're not supposed to do this part yet. Is there... Well, I don't really see anywhere else that I'm supposed to do yet. Let's verify that we didn't miss something. That this is actually the gate that opened. I think it is. Because I heard a gate opening when I did that last puzzle. So let's just double check. Before we leave this thing and not actually finish it. So this is the last one I just did. And then this cable... Oh, it actually goes up this way. Okay, so what... Oh, yeah. I remember seeing this. So there's actually this thing here. This is what... Okay, this is the gate that opened up. Okay, good. So with this one, I'm going to guess that we want to avoid the shadows. Give or take. So let's attempt to avoid the shadows, and let's see how that goes. Okay, not the answer. So some things to think about. Oh yeah, this is actually the laser thing right here. Oh, nice. Okay, and then yeah, so don't... I might struggle on this for a second, so don't give me any hints. No hints in chat. So there's some leaves. Leaves and branches. The branches won't get me all the way there. Don't believe. Let's get out of the way a little bit. So I feel like this is probably the case. Ah, maybe it's... We don't want to go here because of that branch, but the leaves are actually okay to go through. Let's attempt that idea. And then I don't remember if there are leaves down here or not. But I guess this branch is still here, so that's not really going to work. Because even with that, there's still the branch that goes through that. So let's take a look at these. Because some of the other ones are you have to go through the branches, which could be the case. There's a crack here. Does that have any impact, maybe? Okay. So let's look at this tree. So where those two leaves are. What are all the... Oh, I guess all the other, like, faint leaves are from the other far tree. Interesting. There's only one starting spot. We're one puzzle away. Alright, so let's ponder this. It's very sunny. There's those leaves there. I feel like that's important. So when... This hasn't moved or anything, right? Okay. Oh, and those leaves are just floating, actually. Okay. That's actually where the other leaves are coming from. Okay. So, when we're not in the way, it seems like there's a fairly good path except for that last exit spot's overlapping. So if I actually stand here, we can solve it without being in the way. This is doing a little bit of overlapping with the shadows. So let's try it where we don't overlap the leaves. Or where we can overlap the leaves, rather. New. Okay. I'm open for brainstorming. Do you have any vague hints of what you want me to try? Or not, I guess vague hints might be hard, but not direct answers. Like, maybe you should try, you know, whatever. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe go around the leaves. Yes, I just noticed that. Sorry. Yeah. So if I go around the leaves, maybe, yeah, maybe I don't, maybe let's try and make it so I don't touch any of the leaves, but I'm allowed to touch branches. I think that didn't work. Let's make it so, yeah, I mean, right. This seems promising, except for at the end here it does overlap, but the thing is we can't never, like, we have to exit there. Interesting. Okay. Oh dear. So what else can we try? What if you have to connect the ends of the branches? Possibly. Avoid the leaves, but travel on the branches. Okay, let's try that. So then what happens here? We just connect up. There may or may not be. Let's see. So avoid the leaves. What if you have to connect the ends of the branches? Okay. That seems promising for the end of the branches. Problem is, like, we're not starting at a branch, so it's awkward to... It's awkward to avoid the branches because you have to go through the branch to leave. It's awkward to stay on the branches because there's no branches over here. So unless we sort of combine the two puzzles together, because we've kind of done both. So let's avoid the leaves for that half the puzzle. And then let's stay on the branches. I think this is the answer. And then on this half the puzzle, we're going to avoid the leaves. And then on this half, we're going to stay on the branch. Yes! Okay. So this is to sort of mark your progress to the game, as far as I can tell is what this is doing. So you end up releasing this gun, laser gun thing, that is going to shoot at a, so you can see one over there. It's going to shoot at a thing over there. Somewhere. So yeah, it was a mix between the two puzzles. And that, which sort of makes sense, because actually I guess one of these doors, this door here, was opened up by solving a different thing. And then over here, this door is opened up by a different puzzle. So there's two different puzzles. We can watch the laser gun shoot. It's not the quickest thing. There it goes. Okay. So now it's shooting. It's going to burn up those trees. But it's shooting over at that place over there. So that's sort of marking our progress. We have to keep on doing more of those. So now we've solved that. Let's head down to this river area. Now we can get down here. Try to see what we can figure out. The crack signified a split in the foundation. Oh, interesting, yeah. So let's see if we can get this up and running over here. So back to no helping mode. Oh my goodness, there's it down here. Okay, yeah, so don't help me with these puzzles. So assuming it's like the other, okay, we'll do this one first. So we need to have, this one can be any rotation. This one needs to be that orientation with the 3. And so let's do, and we have these different things we can't use. So let's go like this. Or rather, okay, let's go like this. Having that part cut out is complicated. So any orientation. We can go, we can go like that. And then we can go like this. Right, no, I screwed up. So if we go like this, no, because we can't exit over there. What we're trying to do is we're trying to make it so that we're going to enclose some space. That's going to include these two tiles here. And then inside of that there needs to be a vertical 3 by 1 spot. And then this same shape, but it can actually be in any orientation. And they can't overlap each other. And then it gets complicated because of these things. So, and I've done a lot of similar puzzles before. So this is in my wheelhouse. I just have to ponder how I will configure the shapes to enclose. So I feel like the answer needs to be if we go like that, and then we go, no. What about this? That doesn't help me at all. Yeah, when they cut out these things, it makes it much more complicated. Gives you a lot less options to solve it. So if we go this shape here, but we can never get out of that, so that wouldn't really work. So that excludes that as an option. So this shape and this is tempting, but that would only be possible if I could draw this way and then around this. So that's not going to work. If we have this shape here, and then this here, that wouldn't work because of this. So it seems like, now we have this here, and the other one would have to be, no, the other one wouldn't fit. So I believe the answer is that we need to have this shape here, but then the only places this one could be would be here. Food is calling. Yes, I like food. Then the only option would be here or here for that other shape. Which, if it's here, that could be doable. No, that's right, because then I still have to overlap here. So that's complicated. All right, thanks. Thanks for stopping by. So what if we change our approach? Yeah, okay, so I think that this one needs to be here, because if the vertical one is here, okay, another option possibly is a T here. Still can't get through here though. I am not dead, I'm just late. You're always playing these very easy games. Wait on pick target, exactly. Yeah. Welcome, Christopher. Yeah, this game is tough. I've made progress today, so that's definitely a plus. But this is certainly complex. So if you just recently joined, I'm going with typically no hints in chat unless I ask for it. Just to warn you. I'm going to struggle in this one for a little while, and this is one that I can solve. I just sometimes it might just take half an hour. But this one's a logic puzzle. I mean, like, so if we just draw the thing, I guess I haven't just shown you that. So Assuming it's like the other ones. These are both. These aren't actually. These aren't erroring. So it's possible that it's different rules. And so, but I don't think so. I think it's just not giving me any feedback. I hope it's not different rules, because then that would be complicated. But so these two need to be enclosed. This one can be rotated. And if we go like this, we run into some problems because we need to go. We could do that, but then it's hard to get out of here. If we have the vertical one here, then there's not much space for the other one. Sweet. So, okay, I think... No, that's right. There's still not enough space. Drat. For a second there, I was thinking I'd do this. But then it's going to overlap. So this one needs to be, like, here. I still feel like the vertical one needs to be here. And the other one needs to be here. But we can't get through here, so we can't draw over here. And... I wish this was a god. It'd be a lot easier to solve this puzzle. Okay, wait, here's another idea. So, vertical one here, and then the other one is here. I can't draw through here. But... Oh, wait, what did we say? This... And that goes all the way up there. That we can do. Maybe. No. This is like this. And the other one can be here. I think this might be the answer. Although I can't get through over here. Nearly the answer. Except it's not. Okay. But I think we're onto something. So put this shape in here. Oh, and then the other shape is just over there. Yeah. Oh wait, no, I lied. Go like almost there. Oh no, I can't do that because of this stupid thing. Okay, right. Very well. So this one has to be here if I were to do that. But I can't exit here like so. What I was just envisioning was something like this, so that it has the vertical one there, it has the other one there, but I can't do that because I can't get out. So not doing that. Which means that well, okay, if we come this way, and then what? We can't do that because we can't draw back on this one. Unless this is going to be the part of the vertical one, but that's not going to work either. Okay, wait, new plan. So in this case, I have all the shapes. Yes! See, it only took like forever. Okay, so that one's now solved. I don't really know why that's here. So this one, assuming it's like the other ones I've seen, can you give me an example of how you would do the 3 tall one? I don't quite get the way the shapes work. So yeah, so in this case, what I did is I need to have these shapes within this blob. So whatever these things are contained, they need to have those shapes. In the case of this shape, it's tilted, which means that you can rotate it as much as you want. It still needs to be the same shape, but it can be rotated. In this case, we didn't really, I mean, we technically rotated it slightly back to not rotated. So here's the shape in there, and then the other one is here. So I had to draw the borders. I had to draw the borders in around this area so that it contains the shapes and no more. So like I couldn't cut here because there'd be an extra space here. And they can't overlap each other. So I couldn't have made this shorter because this 3 here would then all of a sudden overlap with these ones. But you don't need to have a fully outlined because right. So if you can share the edges. The edges count as sectioning it off. I have once I actually put this on YouTube, there's a whole long, like 2-3 hours of solving these puzzles as they get more and more complex. And so they added in the rotating ones, which made it even more harder. And so I spent a lot of time working with these types of shapes and puzzles.